David Docker right on time, going up on the rostrum, white flag raised. They're under orders and away they go. They're racing then down towards the first of the 18 fences. As is normal here at Garthorpe, Lough Inch leads in the opener. They jump the first 2 fences 3 times, all the others twice. So Lough Inch popped over in front, and then Val de Berge races on the near side of the horse with the white noseband, that's Zaffron Scene. Coming up then to fence 2. Kelly Morgan and Lough Inch, the Garthorpe specialists, won at both the first 2 meetings here. Out in front once more, and again jumped really well. And then we have Peter Mann, deputising for Peter Bennett. His own was slightly shaken when he had a fall last week at the Atherstone. Peter won this race last year. Today he's on Val de Berge, when he beat Kelly, was second on Valence. And at the moment Zaffron seen just in between them as they come to jump the 3rd fence. And all over the ditch well. Val de Berge just had to be urged along for a stride or 2 after that, interesting. So Lough Inch, trying to dictate the pace. As usual, goes up towards fence 4, about 2 or 3 lengths out in front. And pops nicely over it, and then the other 2 were level. Zaffron Scene and Val de Berge. So they reach the top part of the course. And now shortly begin the right-handed turn to run down into the back straight on towards fences 5, 6 and 7 in this Prestwold Hall sponsored Garthorpe Hunts Club members conditions race. Coming down to it then, Lough Inch bowling along quite happily. Comes in and pings it. Val de Berge and Zaffron Scene together. So long they go to the middle of one of these 3. To fence number 6. Again, all jump it well, but particularly the leader, Lough Inch. And continuing on to fence 7, and another good jump there. Val de Berge just doesn't seem to be having quite such a cut at the fences. Just got in a bit short there. Lough Inch, though, certainly enjoying himself as he seems to here at Garthorpe. Just steady the pace again, this long run on the flat with the downhill section to come into play just now before they get to fence number 8. Lough Inch goes on again by a couple of lengths. The other 2 still stride for stride, trying to see if they can just sit in the leader's slipstream, you guess, and pounce in the closing stages. But now though it's fence number 8 they have to think about. This fence on new ground today, and they've all jumped that well. Tremendous amount of water being put on the surface here at Garthorpe since Tuesday night by Brian Crawford and his team to ensure the best possible going. So they're coming back then on towards fences 9 and 10, and still Lough Inch in command, jumps it nicely. Val de Berge possibly touchdown fractionally ahead of Zaffron Scene, the 14-year-old, but very little in it. As they come on to what will be the last next time around, it's fence number 10 on this occasion. And still, there is no change. Still, Lough Inch continues to jump really boldly out in front and lead by a couple of lengths from Zaffron Scene and Val de Berge. So, past the judge then, circuit left to run. Here they come into the open ditch. And jumping it, Lough Inch, Zaffron Scene and Val de Berge. We're all pretty good. So all to play for then as they go out on the final circuit. Racing uphill now towards the next to fence number 12. Lough Inch 1, Val de Berge 2, Zaffron Scene 3. He's just having to be pushed along a bit now by Rory Bevan, but Val de Berge got a bit of a slap from Peter Mann, who I don't think has been entirely happy for much of the proceedings. Whereas Lough Inch continues to go along pretty sweetly here for Kelly Morgan, and just increases the tempo a bit now as they come down towards the next. A great jump by the leader over there, took a length out of them. So Lough Inch goes to the middle one of these 3. Coming on now to 14, possibly got in a bit close to that, but hardly really a mistake. Val de Berge is ridden to go in pursuit in 2nd, and Zaffron Scene in 3rd, also coming under pressure. And another flying lead there by Lough Inch, really did gain another length at that one. That was fence 15 out of the way. So Lough Inch has set sail for home here and has gone on and has gone 6, might even be 8 lengths clear of Val de Berge in second. And been quite hard-ridden Zaffer and Scene, but staying in just about in contention in third. So sweeping down the hill, and Lough Inch has gone further clear. It would be 10-12 lengths now, the gap back to Val de Berge, who's also going a bit further ahead of a towering Zaffer and Scene as they race down towards fence 16. Lough Inch well out in front, comes towards the third fence from the finish. Another great jump. Over in second is Val de Berge, and jumping it in third, a rather weary-looking Zaffer and Scene. And Lough Inch has swept round the home turn with a pretty commanding advantage and 2 fences left to jump in this Prestwold Hall Garthorpe Hunts Club members conditions race. Lough Inch bidding to make it 3 on the bounce here at Garthorpe, pops over the second last. Val de Berge has got over it in second, but he's going to have to sprout wings, I think, if he's going to catch the leader. And back in third is Zaffer and Scene, and Lough Inch comes down towards this 18th and final fence. Kenny Morgan just steadying him, coming into it, dived out to the right, done that in the past at the final fence, Lough Inch, but it hasn't stopped him in the past. It hasn't stopped him today. She's easing down. Peterman's closing the gap a bit on Val de Berge, but up to the line. Lough Inch makes it 3 in a row and wins very easily indeed from Val de Berge, who is second, and Zaffer and Scene in third.
Are you in this next?